All right.
Sure.
So we always start with like a cold open that's just kind of, talking about whatever.
What are we talking about?
I
Oh,
don't know what you've been up to.
being sad?
Yeah, it's kind of that's kind of how it's been.
Um, hmm,
Like
yeah.
to quote the great Jeff Rosenstock, I'm always getting high when no one is around because I'm practicing social distancing for now.
Uh, can my cold open be a fucking bong rip?
I'll allow it.
You hear that?
Fuck yeah, grip it and rip it. Oh, this is gonna be an episode. Oh God.
It was a fucking movie.
Yeah, it was. We'll get
I'm
to that though. What you
glad
been
you got to experience it.
what
Yeah.
you been what you've been I don't know, like there's something to do. Have you been watching anything particularly good or playing anything?
Um, just been playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's mostly
Um,
been me.
no, I've been doing all right, working on creative projects.
Well, that's good.
Um, yeah, trying to keep myself occupied.
I failed miserably at that. I am the most productive thing I'm doing is just reading, which is more than I usually do. I'm doing more reading than normal, so there's that at least.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like I've been under the yoke. I feel like I have been yoked by capitalism I feel like I have been under a yoke so greatly, and I don't know. I am existing in a very weird space because I lost my job in February, and I was supposed to start a new job at the end of last month, at the end of March. But that got postponed indefinitely because of COVID, and they've encouraged me to find new work. So I'm just kind of chilling.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm very much used to the quarantine lifestyle already. So
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't much. Oh, it wasn't much adapting for me, but now it's been over 2 weeks, and it's too much at this point. 2 weeks was like I was all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, I basically like aside from like seeing friends every once in a while, like I was basically living the quarantine life in my unemployment state. Like
Yep.
I was applying for more jobs, but that it's pretty much the same thing. So this is like week 3 or 4 to a lot of people, and this is like week 6 to me, week 7. I've watched so much goddamn anime.
Hey, that's good. You got a lot to get through, don't you?
I sure as hell do. Speaking of a lot to get through, do you want to get into the podcast?
Yeah. Nice transition.
Thank you. Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It's your number one surprise to horror movie podcast. I'm Sarah. I'm joined by my friend Lavender.
Hi.
So Lavender, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. I wish I got to watch a movie with you in real life.
Yeah, but we'll be able, next time you come on, we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Provided maybe in like I don't know 6, 8, 10 months time. I don't really know I don't really know how to plan for these things.
Hmm. Well, maybe if I have fun, I'll weasel my way into being on more.
Hey, perfect. So tell us a little bit about yourself and about your history with horror movies.
I'm gay.
Okay.
I don't really like horror movies because I'm, I don't know, anxious and suspense, and also, I mean, they're just all the popular ones, they're like racist or misogynistic or whatever, and it's just like not worth the effort for me. But that being said, I do like really campy shit. So that's an overlap, and I um like movies about like criminals doing crime things. That's an overlap for this movie. I don't know how common that is in horror.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of movies where like criminals doing crime things, but they're the good guys in horror movies because that is tickling a certain node in the back of my brain, but I don't know what it is off the dome.
It feels like unexplored genre space to me.
Yeah, truly. You we should sit down and watch some maybe like one of the original Friday the 13th or something if you want some camp because those movies are great. I well, great might not be the word, but Jason Takes Manhattan is a genuinely fun I don't know, hour and 50 minutes of a movie.
All right.
There's a scene where a guy just punches Jason for about 2 minutes straight and then he gets his head uppercutted off. It's great.
Yeah, I like laughing at horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed Snakes on a Plane, which is the sort of thing that would normally make me way too anxious, but it was just so funny every time a snake popped out of the fucking plane that it was fine.
Yeah. Oh god. Do you remember you remember how that was? I don't know if you had. Did you happen to have FX as a kid?
I don't think so.
Like my family had like like the basic cable package. So like we stopped at channel 18. So like we had the four major networks, and then for some reason we had Discovery Health, we had Ion, which was like a bunch of different names, and we had FX. And Snakes on a Plane was one of the movies that FX would just air constantly, and it was the edited for the TV version. So Samuel L. Jackson does have had it with these mother farming snakes on this Monday to Friday plane or something along those lines. It's great. There's just like a cadre of movies that FX aired that just on repeat. Like I've never seen these movies in their entirety, but like in pieces, I have seen all of Van Helsing. I've seen all of Cradle to the Grave. I have seen all of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen because FX just played those movies like every day.
Damn. No, when I was a kid, I watched Turner Classic Movies with my dad.
That sounds fun.
Maybe.
But so this week we watched I contend with this movie being a horror movie.
It's half a horror movie.
I don't think that it is. I think it is a monster movie, which is not necessarily. I think they are commonly the same thing, but I do not think monster and horror needs to be like.
I understand monster movie as being in the subgenre, being a subgenre of horror.
Like Shadow of the Vampire is a movie we did recently where Willem Dafoe plays Nosferatu. Like that's a monster movie that is also a horror movie. Whereas this just feels like a monster movie minus the horror. And I may be breaking new ground with this distinction, but it just feels like there was nothing horror-y about it. But the only reason it was classified as such is because there was a lot of gore actually. Now I am pretty desensitized to that. Okay, I'm going to walk this back now,
yeah,
but
I mean it's
I stand by the point, but not for this movie. There is a distinction between monster and horror movies, but this movie is not one of them.
It's like body horror, and it's like blood and guts and gore, gross out kind of stuff. But I still think that counts.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oops. It was half the fucking movie.
I remember that it happened, but like I had just like kind of overwritten it in my head, and just like all the parts of like people's bodies falling apart. Listen, do
you remember the people being sprayed with fluids?
Okay, but like think about a movie. Think about like I don't know what is an extremely bloody Quentin Tarantino movie? Pulp Fiction, I guess. Like Pulp Fiction has not as much gore as this movie, but like approaching it asymptomatic, like an asymptote.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I don't really either, but my point I have a point, but I don't know what it is, and it's perfectly formed in my head, but when it comes to the words in my mouth, it's just kind of coming out like gobbledygook. So I'm going to say
We'll get
we
there.
go ahead and talk about the movie that we actually named the movie that we watched this week, which is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh my god. How did you go that long without naming it? You got
Oh,
sidetracked. Got
I am
sidetracked.
I'm a queen of podcasting. I'm the queen of podcasting and having ADHD. I rarely finish a thought that I started.
Okay, do you want me to introduce the movie?
The movie is From Dusk Until Dawn.
No, till, T-I-L-L.
I know.
Which is grammatically distinct from apostrophe T-I-L, which means until. T-I-L-L also means until, but it's distinct.
This is the Robert Rodriguez directed Quentin Tarantino like it. If nothing else, this movie definitely just does feel like the two of these people put together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's the front half of a Quentin Tarantino movie stapled onto the back half of a grindhouse horror movie.
Like I do not like Quentin Tarantino. I like his movies. I do not like movies where he gets to do more than be like a cameo role. I did like this movie, but the problem is that Quentin Tarantino's character made it so hard for me to enjoy.
Yeah, this is a viscerally unpleasant movie. This is probably not a movie you want to watch unless you're really into that sort of thing.
Yeah, like the payoff on this movie is great,
but you have to sit through a lot.
You have to sit through a lot of slurs and toe eating.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So we start this movie off with a sheriff who doesn't really matter going into some local beer place, and the sheriff goes into the bathroom to piss, and it's revealed, there's some bank robbers. It's George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah. George Clooney starring in this movie is a real treat.
Yeah, George Clooney in this movie is great. But so Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney confront Benny, the liquor store owner. His name's not actually Benny, but the name of the place he's working at is Benny's Liquor Store, so that's how I remember it as.
Oh, wow. You remember details. Are you looking at something?
Yeah, that one was just off the dome. I'm pretty sure it was Benny's Liquor Store. But so they're like, hey, just get the cop out of here and fucking we can all leave. And then the cop comes out of the bathroom and Quentin Tarantino blows his brains out. The
idea of Quentin Tarantino's character being that he's kind of mentally unstable, and paranoid, basically.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to be like a cool criminal like George Clooney, but he just can't keep his shit together. He can't keep his cool.
Yeah, because he thinks everyone is onto him and is just very paranoid all the time. It's very like that one Partner song, Everyone Knows You're High. Except everyone knows you're a criminal.
Right, okay. So Quentin Tarantino fucking blows the sheriff's brains out. And they, are arguing with the guy behind the counter, and like they took like some pretty white girls as hostages because that's what you do.
Yep.
And then they get into a fucking amazing opening fight scene.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of stuff that to me makes the slurs and things worth it. If it's worth it at all, I still don't know if it is.
Yeah, it's across the gambit of slurs. Like you've got the F slur, pretty much every racial slur I can, like every racial slur. You know what? Actually, I think this is a Tarantino movie sans the N-word.
Yeah, there's no black people in this. Oh wait, there's one. There's one.
There's one. That's right, but he doesn't. Tarantino did not write the N-word into the script. He wrote every other slur, but he somehow managed to restrain himself from putting his favorite one in.
Because it's about Mexicans.
Yeah. Ooh, he does love to use those. He does used to love those slurs, though. I'm surprised we didn't get a T slur drop.
Oh yeah. By the way, Kate totally trans.
Oh, 100%. Okay, absolutely.
The one black person in this movie is Fred Williamson, by the way.
Yeah, and he's great. So they fucking blow up the building, and then they go back to they find some motel room and they unload their hostage.
Oh yeah, they had a hostage in the trunk the whole time. Captain
Yeah, they had a
Bangkok.
hostage in the trunk. She's just some kind lady, and George Clooney's like, okay, don't you fucking do anything. I'll blow your brains out if you do. I gotta go run some errands. Richie, Quentin Tarantino, you watch over her. And then Quentin Tarantino rapes and murders her. Off screen,
Off
thankfully,
screen.
but
Yeah,
it
it's
it
it's a hell of a
feels
reveal.
like the the rape part just feels like insult. Like it just feels like unnecessary salt in the wound on this.
I mean, it's implied.
No, it's outright stated. Like George Clooney's character later says, like we don't rape
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The
Quentin Tarantino wrote because oh god. The last thing that woman does in this movie as an alive person, she shows up again as a corpse, but the last thing she does as an alive person is get told to get on the bed with Quentin Tarantino and take her shoes off.
yeah, it's that kind of movie.
Yeah, oh my god, the amount of foot fetishism. Like, I cannot believe Robert Rodriguez let this man get away with it.
I don't know. They're like buds, right? They're probably like both equally fucked up.
Do you think? Do you think if we went back and watched I'm completely blanking on every Robert Rodriguez movie I know that isn't Spy Kids 1, 2, or 3.
Oh. There's. I wouldn't be surprised if there's feet somewhere in Machete.
Do you think that I don't know, the thing I remember from Machete is that time where he swings by a dude's catheter through a window, and I wonder if that's unlocking something from Mr. Rodriguez.
There's a lot of bodily fluids being sprayed every which way in this movie.
Yeah, there sure as hell are. But so we meet our other cast who will soon be merged in with these two robbers to create our Uber cast. We meet Jacob and his kids Scott and Kate. Jacob's a pastor and his wife died. He's experiencing a crisis of faith. And I don't even remember what they're originally doing in this movie before they get attacked by the Gecko brothers, which are George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino are two brothers called their last names are Gecko.
Seth and Richie Gecko.
Great names.
George Clooney has this great neck/sleeve tattoo.
It's really good.
Quentin Tarantino looks like a fucking nerd. He looks like Quentin Tarantino. I mean, that's just what he looks like.
Yeah, he just looks like that. So they meet up at the hotel, at the same motel, and
yeah.
Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney break into their motel room and are like, "Hey, you're gonna smuggle us across the fucking border," and then
in your huge RV. That's the key plot point.
Yep.
They have a huge RV.
They do have a huge RV, and then Quentin Tarantino just starts wanting to fuck the daughter, which was
the daughter Kate, who has major trans vibes. You understand it or you don't. You just have to look at her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take our word for it.
Or you could watch the movie. Maybe not though.
Don't watch the movie.
Don't watch this movie.
Don't watch this movie.
Go on YouTube and just search From Dusk Till Dawn funny moments, and you'll get the scene where Fred Williamson is extremely dramatically acting out, taking out an entire platoon of Viet Cong soldiers.
Oh god. Okay.
Though actually, you know what? Never mind. That scene is also laden with extremely anti-Asian slurs. No matter how funny it is to see him just repeatedly doing the same stab motion 30 times in a row.
Yeah, it's I don't think that the charm to this movie is in the script so much as it's in the performance. But
yeah,
I really like the characterization and the character interactions.
That's Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel, Jacob the Priest, is a particular high mark for this movie, in my onion.
Yeah, and his his sort of rapport he develops with George Clooney over the movie is really intense and interesting.
Yeah, I really like the relationship that they have. But so they're like, okay, smuggle us across the border, and then after like 15 minutes of arguing, they kind of just get they get across the border. They make it.
It's this whole thing.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino continues being a creep. And George Clooney gets to punch him in the face for that because
Yeah, he does. It's great.
his creepiness and paranoia is like putting them in danger of being spotted by the border guard, basically.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, stop implying I'm a fucking nutcase.
Yeah. It's Quentin Tarantino is good at playing this kind of fucked up character because I think it's basically just based on himself. And I think he kind of wants everyone to know that he's like a fucking creep. He's into it.
He's good at it, but I do hate it. I would hate this. I would not have nearly as much of a problem with Quentin. I would still hate Quentin Tarantino and everything he's doing in this movie. I would hate it a hell of a lot less if he had not been the one who wrote it. Like if someone else wrote that for him and not him writing it.
Yeah, that's the problem with this movie is that Quentin Tarantino wrote it so that he could do a bunch of fucked up shit.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino wrote it Quentin Tarantino wrote it so he could suck Salma Hayek's toes.
Literally, that's the only reason. By the way, Salma Hayek is in this movie. Also Danny Trejo.
Yep. Danny Trejo's toes do not get sucked. I bet those fuckers.
Also Cheech. They got Cheech.
They got Cheech.
They do got Cheech. I like Cheech's character.
I feel like Cheech just shows up in Robert Rodriguez's movies all the time. I'm pretty sure
they're just buddies. Robert Rodriguez is just buddies with these folks.
I'm almost certain that Cheech was in one of the Spy Kids movies.
Oh yeah, I think so. It's probably like his crazy uncle or something. I don't know.
I think it literally may have been their crazy uncle from the first movie.
Okay,
but they get across the border and they get to this bar, which is the Titty Twister.
Oh my god. Yeah, so
and this is where they spend the remaining hour of this movie is spent here.
Yeah. So it goes from this kind of road trip movie, trying to avoid the cops, and it teases you a lot too with the sort of cops going after them and like news clips of talking about these two brothers and doing a lot of background storytelling and stuff. But like they never have to deal with cops.
Yeah.
They shoot the one cop in the head and then they successfully smuggle across with no real issue, apart from Quentin Tarantino getting punched in the face. And then it shifts from this kind of crime getaway movie into this sort of fucked up like one room grindhouse horror. Like really, it's like a meat grinder. Basically.
Yeah, well, we have like 10 minutes where it's just like the biker. It's a biker and trucker bar, and George Clooney's like, okay, we got to meet our guy here in the morning, so let's just fuck around here and just chill out. This place open from dusk till dawn.
He gets the kids drunk.
He gets the dad drunk.
Preacher to drink. There's a lot of tits. Tits.
Salma Hayek does a sexy dance for Fred Williamson while he is trying to like stack dominoes, I guess.
Oh yeah. And there's the guy with the revolver dick.
Yep, and the extreme and like the prehensile whip, the Mr. Sex Machine.
Sex Machine. Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting characters in this bar, and like George Clooney.
Sex Machine, played by the immutable Tom Savini, by the way.
Yes. Tom Savini. God, what is he in?
So many things. He's been in a lot of George Romero movies. He also he directed the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. He was special effects work on a lot of Romero films, and has been in Dawn of the Dead and Planet Terror. He was in Machete. He was in Django Unchained. A lot of director writerino films. What's he been in most recently? Oh, he was in the series of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, they made a Netflix show out of this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So So they're in this bar. It's got a giant neon sign of a nipple being pinched.
Yep.
And Cheech is out front talking about pussy.
Yep, look up this scene because it's very fun because it's just Cheech Marin listing off all the different types of pussy that they have at the titty twister.
And then getting punched in the face by George Clooney.
Yep, and then getting kicked in the teeth by Quentin Tarantino. Hey, we're in Tintin Quarantino.
Yeah, didn't I already make that joke? I don't remember.
It might be.
Okay, so Danny Trejo is the bartender, and the preacher and George Clooney have this nice moment where the preacher's like, "I'm a truck driver. See that RV? You need a truck license to drive that. I'm a truck driver, and these are my friends, so we can sit in this trucker bar."
Please give us some scotch.
Yeah. And George Clooney's just like being an asshole to everyone because he's like, "All right, I did it. I hate everything." I don't know. He's a bastard. He's just a bastard.
Yeah. He's just doing a big bastard impression. But so Selma Hayek does her really cool because she's like the main event of the night at the strip club. And she does do sexy dance. She sticks her toes directly into Quentin Tarantino's mouth, and it sucks so bad to watch.
Yeah, he sucks real bad on those toes. And then, oh yeah, I remember what sets it off. It's the guy that George Clooney was fucking with stabs Quentin Tarantino in the hand. By the way, first scene of this movie, Quentin Tarantino gets shot through the hand, and it's like a thing the whole time. He's like bloody and covered in like wrapping in duct tape.
Direct action.
So yeah, his hand gets like re-fucked up multiple times. And so then he's bleeding, and Salma Hayek is like, "I'm secretly a vampire, and now that there's blood, I'm going to eat you." And then all hell breaks loose.
And then he gets fucking eaten.
Oh god.
He gets bitten and he gets turned into a vampire.
The one saving grace of this movie is that Quentin Tarantino ruins it in a lot of ways, but you also get to see him be brutally murdered twice.
It's great because he gets the fucking soul sucked out of him by Salma Hayek and is just like dying in a pool of blood. And then he shows up again later as like a vampire person and is like, "Hey, Seth, come on." And Seth's like, "All right, I gotta kill you."
Yeah, getting ahead of ourselves. The special effects in this movie are fucking amazing. For 1996, I think
they really are.
The CG stuff was like, because their take on these vampires is that they're shapeshifters, so they look like hot girls. But then once they go vampires,
or sexy bartenders, or beefy guitarist in a band.
Oh god, the band.
The band is so fucking funny.
Yeah, they morph into these hellish, like, fat-faced demons with like pale, scaly skin.
Yep, and their instruments all turn into like human bodies. Like the guitar just turns into like a torso.
Yeah, the guitar is a torso with strings down it.
Yeah, it's great.
And
there's like this 15-minute brawl where like oh my god, I keep forgetting his name. Fucking, they're one of my favorite in this like 15-minute extremely gore fest brawl. One of my favorite things is like Fred Williamson like flips the table over and impales a vampire on each of the 4 table legs, and
yeah, he just like suplexes them.
Yeah, it sort of looks like a thing in the video game Mad World where you would like be trying to like stack all of the bad guys on that shit for extra points.
Oh my god. Yeah, and so you get to see like who are the loser background characters who get eaten, and who are the badasses who can fight. And eventually everything gets whittled down, and this is like the first wave of vampires, and it's all the sexy dancers. So it's a lot of like tits and stuff, and gore, and like just really like great old violence against women kind of festival.
Yeah,
but they're demon people.
So it's fine. It's
Uh,
fine, and it's fine. And I'm receiving reports that we love it now.
oh dear. Um, yeah, and so then you get the squad for the rest of the movie. Quentin Tarantino is fucking dead. You don't have to deal with him anymore. First
Yep,
Lady is there. Preacher Man is there.
yep. Harvey
Ghosts
Keitel,
are there. Sex Machine is there, and what's the guy's name? Fred Williamson.
Fred Williamson, and then Harvey Keitel's kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
By
Kate.
the way, jumping back just a little bit, Cheech Marin, the character that he played that was just shouting a bunch of pussy things. That character's name that character is credited as Chet Pussy,
Oh
which
shit, you're
is
right.
really good. I am Chet Pussy. Tweeting that shit the day after my vagioplasty.
uh, yeah, okay. Um, I'm trying to remember what happens next now.
Um, like they have their big old fight, and then like they have the big fight, and those people pull out ahead, but not everyone is perfectly fine in that because well, first Tintin Quarantino has to get staked by
Right,
Seth.
right. It's kind of a tense moment because he's like, "Hey, don't you fucking touch my zombie vampire brother." And they're like, "Oh shit, is he gonna let him live? Is he gonna try to save him?" But then it's actually he just wants to stab his brother in the chest personally.
Yeah, and then a bunch of vampires start swarming the Titty Typhoon from out. No, the Titty Twister from outside.
No, 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 no. First, it's all the truckers that they ate start coming back.
Oh yes, that's right.
All the all
Yes, yes,
the
yes,
all the
yes, yes.
corpses on the floor become around too. Because when you kill these vampires, they like explode and catch fire and disintegrate and shit. So
Right.
all the dead bodies reanimate and they have to fight a second round.
Yeah, and then all the bats swarm
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Titty Twister.
Um, and they have to run down this hallway into this room where they stole all the shit from the truckers. They've been
Yep.
feeding on the truckers. And so it's basically just an arsenal, and they get to get their final form, weapons and shit.
Yeah, but during this, Sex Machine gets bitten, and he's the first one of the group to turn. They make pretty quick. They he bites both Fred Williamson and Harvey Keitel. At which point Fred Williamson just fucking hucks him through a door.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but unfortunately, that lets the vampires in, and Fred Williamson turns into a vampire. And then they just like kind of go into the storeroom and they have an argument for like 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They try to work it out. And yeah, and there's this whole thing about like, do we believe in vampires? Do we agree they're vampires? Preacher Man, do you agree? And they make a plan
Yep,
to fuck him up.
yep. Harvey Keitel recovers his faith because he needs to bless some holy water.
Yeah.
And then
Um,
he makes his kids promise to kill him, and it's a pretty funny. It's a pretty morbidly funny scene because Harvey Keitel is like holding a gun to his head and is like, "You need to swear on both God and Jesus' name right now that you will kill me if I turn into a vampire."
I didn't see the humor in that, but I appreciate your take.
I don't know. It just seemed extremely it just seemed extremely like over the top in a way that made me
Yeah,
chuckle.
yeah. I mean, he's like, if you don't promise to kill me, then I'll shoot myself in the head in front of you right now.
Yeah, and you need my help, so you might as well. Like it just sounded like a very dadly thing to say, and the kids were like, "Dad, you don't believe in suicide," and Harvey Keitel's like, "Well, I'm already dead though, so it's not suicide if I'm already dead. So better promise."
And oh god, and so they get these weapons. They get their weapons together.
Yeah,
The Harvey Keitel's scene actually, he's like knocked out or something, and he has to escape down the hallway after them. And he's like, "Oh my god, with a baseball bat and a shotgun, I can make a cross."
Yeah, it's really funny.
Um, and it's also a really effective weapon because it's the kind of pump action shotgun that like has like a loop on the thing, so we can stick the bat through it,
Yeah,
and pump the shotgun with the bat, and it's really badass. IMO.
it is.
Um,
It is very badass.
and then George Clooney rigs a giant wooden stake to what, like a chainsaw or something. I don't know what kind of machine
Like
it is.
it looks like a bloodborne weapon, and it's a stake attached to like a drill rotator
Like a
thing.
jackhammer, I think.
Yeah, like he attaches a stake
So
to a drill to a jackhammer.
yeah, and so it just goes in and out, and he can just fuck him up real good with that. Um,
It's
and the
great.
kids get child appropriate weapons, of course.
Yeah, the kid,
I thought that was really
his son
funny.
gets his son gets a water gun filled with holy water, and what's his daughter get? A crossbow?
Yeah, his daughter finds a fucking crossbow. Counts as a wooden stake, I guess. Don't forget the condoms. The son gets holy water balloons made of condoms.
Yes, that's right.
Um,
I
and it's really sick. And when the water gets on the vampires, it makes their fucking flesh melt,
was there
and you
like a
see
joke
their
in there about
face
like
innards.
was there a joke in there that I missed that they made in the movie about the condoms being extra thin or something? Like,
I don't think so.
because those things broke on impact, and like I sometimes have a hard time getting like regular water balloons to break on impact. Like condoms are designed to keep that nut butter in there.
Oh no. Uh,
They're mayo holsters.
condoms are obviously weak against holy water. Think about it for 2 seconds.
So you're saying the holy water eats through the condoms?
They're polar opposites.
And this is how Kellogg's cornflakes were invented.
Oh god. Maybe the vampires are pointy. They make a point of saying in the movie, like, oh, these vampires are so easy to kill. They're paper thin. You can just push through them. Like you can't do that to a normal human. Just so your suspension of disbelief isn't broken by them shoving stakes into vampires' chests with their hands.
Yeah. By when George Clooney like uses his stake gun to like rack up like 6 vampires on the blade at one time.
Oh my god. Do you remember fucking Fred Williamson literally just rips out a vampire's heart? He just
Yeah,
like comes at him and he's just like nope, and he just sticks his hand out and the heart's there, and the
yeah,
vampire won't die. And so then like one of the kids is like, I know what to do, and she grabs a pencil and stakes the pencil into the heart, and that counts.
yeah.
Really
It's
good.
great. This movie has a lot of great little moments.
This movie has so many great moments mixed in with so many very awful moments.
Yeah. But so they go out and they have their fight with the undead, and very few people make it through this one because fucking Harvey Keitel bites it. His son beefs it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No. So it's really great because he finally turns, and the son has to fucking shoot his dad with a
Yeah, because
bullet with a
he swore
crossbow into
Jesus
the
in
tip.
God's name.
He swore Jesus in God's name, and his father makes a very scary vampire face. So he's like, ah, and then immediately after that, he gets ripped apart by zombies, by
Yeah,
vampires.
by vampire. Yep.
They're
And
like
then
vampire zombies.
and
They're
then
like
and
funny.
he,
They're like half vampire, half zombie.
this scene was very confusing to me because he said, "Please kill me," as the vampires were tearing him to shreds, and Kate, his sister, was like, I can't," and then she like shoots him anyways, and then he explodes.
Yeah, I don't really know where that explosion comes from. Most of the explosions have some sort of justification, but that was random.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe she shoots. Wait, I think I know what it is. I think she shoots the gun, and everything gets doused in the water, and that makes him explode.
oh, possibly that could be it. Um,
Anyways,
But so the movie pretty much wraps up from here because they're getting like closed in on, but then like sun starts beaming in through like all the holes they've made with their bullets over the course of the night and killing all the vampires it comes into contact with. At which point Carlos, the guy who they were supposed to meet at the Titty Twister, shows up and like just lets a bunch of light in through the main entranceway and basically blows the entire fucking place sky high.
yeah.
And then they have like a conversation, and George Clooney like rides off into the sunset to get to the safe city, and Kate's just kind of left fucking with. She's just kind of left with no family and an RV to her name, and that's it. Then she drives away from the titty twister, and we get a shot of the back of the titty twister, and it is an Aztec burial ground.
Like
Or
a
an Aztec
partially
temple.
excavated temple.
Yeah, partially excavated temple. Right. And that's the
Uh,
movie.
yeah, this movie is incredibly racist in so many ways.
Yeah.
Um,
On a scale of 0 to 5 condom water balloons, how many condom water balloons are you going to give this movie?
uh,
You can give half condom water balloons, even though in real life that would not be an effective water balloon.
this is a hard one. I think
It's
I think
it's
on any standard scale, you would rate it low, but on the condom water balloon scale, I think it's got to be like a 4.
I am using the condom water. I am personally going to use the condom water balloon scale as a standard scale and rank it low, because there were some parts in this movie, but just like Quentin Tarantino and his particular style of script writing, which is just to jam it full of slurs, is. I like him as a director. I hate him as a script writer. This movie's like a 2. This movie's like 2 condom water balloons for me.
I think that the sort of people who make condom water balloons would like this movie.
I I I trust that. I trust that. I trust you on that.
I watched this movie for the first time when I was like 14 or 15, and it blew my fucking mind. I mean, it was just so intense, and I used to be a like Tarantino nerd in my teenage years, shamefully.
Oh. Sorry, just zoned out for a quick second. So yeah, that's from Dusk Till Dawn. I don't think we have any questions this week because I forgot to ask for them, so that's on me. But we are going to do recommendations. So what do you have to recommend this week?
I was thinking about that. I think I want to recommend Anger and Violence. Um, they've been working out pretty well for me. A lot better than Despair and Self-Loathing. So if you can make that switch, I would recommend it.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to recommend the new Digimon series. It's pretty good. It's got my friends. It's got Yamato. It's got Taichi. It's got Koshiro. All my friends are there.
Yeah, if you don't want the bad emotions, play Animal Crossing. That's my recommendation.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing while rewatching Hunter Hunter, and that show is still good. Also, so that's a second recommendation. A recommendation.
Take your word for it.
I think that's everything.
I wanna.
What's that?
I want to share my favorite moment in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, sure, go for it.
Mention, which is right at the beginning, because right after they have the shootout with the guy in the liquor store, and what George Clooney does is he gets Quentin Tarantino to shoot out all the bottles behind the guy, and then lights a roll of toilet paper on fire, throws it at him, and they book it. And as the store is blowing up behind them, George Clooney is saying to Quentin Tarantino, "Do you know what it means to keep a low profile?" And it's just like poetic cinema. That moment for me.
It's good.
The juxtaposition, the timing is so perfect.
Yeah, there are good moments in this.
There are so many. It's really tragic.
Yeah,
it's a tragic movie. Okay.
So thank you for listening to this week's episode of Fear Baiting. Lavender, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks for watching that movie with me. I am still sorry I subjected you to it. But
you know what? I have watched worse movies for this podcast. I have watched worse movies for this podcast within the last month.
Oh God.
We watched Tusk last week. You ever seen that one?
Oh God. I feel like Kevin Smith is like the condom water balloon version of Quentin Tarantino. You feel?
I do feel he like Kevin Smith is the condom water balloon Quentin Tarantino.
Kevin Smith is the condom to Quentin Tarantino's water balloon.
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much it. Anyways, Tusk is not a good movie. Is there anything
Okay.
is there anything you'd like to plug? I know where people can find you or anything.
I have a Twitter.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter handle is Lavender Mana. It's Mana with 2 N's. For all you Magic the Gathering nerds, this is not for you. I'm sorry.
No, this is for the Secret of Mana fans only. Or I think they actually spelled it with the 1 N in that.
I don't play JRPGs.
That's fine. Thank you so much for coming on. If you want to find us elsewhere, we are at Fearbaiting everywhere. That's us on Twitter. That's us on Tumblr. That's us at gmail.com. That's us on Patreon, patreon.com/fearbaiting. $1 a month is a tip jar. If we get episodes done early, we will have them up early for y'all. $5 a month is you get a shout out each week on Fearbaiting and the Wonder Years, and you get to read. Oh my god, you get to send in a short message for us to read. $10 a month, all that. You also get to pick a movie for us to watch for Fearbaiting. If you have a movie and you're a $10 donor, get that in. Thank you very much to Michael Kaiser, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, Paul Bechtel, and Ducky Aisha. We love you all the most. So thank you very much to Sara, who does the music for this podcast. You can find them making music under the handle People You Meet Outside of Bars, or if you just want to go to gaygothvibes.online, you can find more of their music. They did the intro and outro music for this podcast. Thank you very much to Blair, who can be found at Blair Kitch on Twitter. He is the frequent editor of this show. If you want to find more of me, I'm at SunhatZhenya on Twitter. That's SunhatZhenya. I also do a couple other podcasts, The Wonder Years with the aforementioned Blair and Sara. We talk about Animorphs. I was on the most recent episode of Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, which is my leftism podcast. So if you want to hear more of me, check me out on those. Those and this podcast are also graciously hosted on the Noisepace.xyz network. Thank you to Overlord Matt GameCube for running that entire show. And I think that's everything. So I'm Sara.
I'm Lavender.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Good night, everyone.